Hello, everyone. It is Monday, 31st of July. Today, we're going to be working on the legs, and we'll start with a massage of the legs. I'm just going to mute everyone so there's no background noise. There we go. Let's start seated. If you have a block, you could sit on your block. If you don't have a block, you could sit either on a pillow or flat on the floor, whichever is the best for you. So,
good morning, Anne. Sorry I'm late.
Hi, that's okay, no problem.
Sorry.
No problem. So we're going to start with the block, sitting down. You could either be on a block or flat on your mat or on a pillow. And we're going to start with massaging the legs. So if you have a tennis ball, this is the way we're going to do it. It's a little bit different, feeling it with the tennis ball than feeling it with the hands. So bring one leg underneath you and the other leg, which is the one we're going to massage, out in front of you. You'll place the ball in one hand and place it on the outside. So we're first going to work the perineal muscles. And you'll clasp your hands together and just squeeze and then move down and squeeze. And you should feel it's putting pressure into the outer leg on the muscle. And then go back upwards towards the knee. So I had a question the other day. Keep going with this, going up and down. If you don't have a tennis ball, you'll just do it with the palms of your hands, squeezing up and down, okay? I had a question the other day about the massage. Why do we move away from the heart? Because normal massages, you move towards the heart. That's true. But what we are doing doesn't have anything to do with a normal massage. This is actually not like a normal massage you would get in a with a therapist, a massage therapist. These are stimulating the myofascial networks of your body. So they do not need to move towards the heart, the massages. You just need to stimulate this structure so that it gets liquid into it, and also it prepares the muscle for the workout. And that's why we do it before moving, before our class. So the next massage, we're going to take the tennis ball in one hand and you're going to rub up and down the back of the calf, okay? Put some pressure in there. Or if you don't have one, you use your thumbs and you press in, up and down, okay? So just massage the calf a little bit. When you use the tennis ball, it does have a different effect because it's not your body where you can feel that you can adjust the pressure. The tennis ball, you can adjust the pressure just by pushing, but the roundness of it is really good to move the muscle in a very different way. It sort of moves it out to the sides, and it sort of imitates something natural outside, like a stone. You know, we probably would be sitting down on stones or on roots, and it would press naturally into our muscles. Okay, next we're going to do the same leg, and I want you to do the thigh. You'll straighten a little bit the leg, only a little bit. It's not going to be completely straight with a hyperextended knee. You'll have a slight bend in your knee. Take the tennis ball and use two hands and roll up and down on the thighs. Now, if you're like me and you've been hiking this weekend, you're going to feel, ooh, it's quite sensitive. If it's not sensitive, you can press a little bit more with both hands in, deep into the thigh muscles. If you don't have a tennis ball, what I suggest, use the heels of your hands and you'll just rub up and down, okay? This actually feels better for me because I've been hiking this weekend, so it's a little bit better for my muscles, not too sensitive. And then afterwards, taking the tennis ball, I want you to come off the block and place the block to the side. Place the tennis ball underneath your thigh, and you'll place the other foot next to the thigh so you can lift your hips and roll up and down the tennis ball. If you don't have the tennis ball, again, it's with the hands. You'll squeeze inwards, move towards the knee, and then back towards the hip. Okay? Do that a few times. We're still working on the same leg. And then we'll release. And here's the part I like. Place the ball to the side. Shake your legs out a little bit. And move your feet. Notice how the feet move more freely of the leg that you've massaged. Bend one leg. Notice how it feels. And bend the other. What's interesting, if you do it a couple of times, you notice the leg you've massaged seems to move more freely. It's as if it's been lubricated inside. And the one that hasn't been massaged feels a little bit tight. So let's do the other side now. Place your opposite leg that you just massaged underneath you. Top leg, knee is bent. Here we go with the tennis ball or with your hands. And you want to work on the outside of the calf to begin with. So go up and down. You just squeeze and put some pressure into the ball or into the heel of your hand. And during class today, we'll be working on reinforcing the muscles in the legs, as well as at the end, getting a nice, good, deep stretch of the front, back, and sides of the legs, inner and outer. Good. Of course, we'll work all parts of the body. We will also work the core, the back, the shoulders, and the arms. But our focus today is on the legs. Okay, now you can place the ball behind and roll up and down on the calf. Or again, you can use your thumbs and go up and down. We are going the trajectory of the muscles. This is the length of the muscles. Good. And typically the trajectory is the way that they contract and stretch, that direction. Okay, let's do thigh. So straighten out the leg just a little bit more. Knee stays a little bit bent. Okay, and you can start rolling the ball up and down with both hands. Or use your hands, going up and then back. And you can go to the side a little bit if you wish, or a little bit to the inside. It's a big structure, the muscle of the quadriceps, the core. Quite a big structure. Lots of strength and power there. Okay. And let's do the back of the leg. If you're sitting on a block, place it to the side. Place the tennis ball underneath the thigh, or you can simply use your hands. And if you got the tennis ball, you'll rock up and down, getting the ball to rub against the 3 hamstrings, back behind the leg. Up and down a few times, or you are using your hand going up and down. Good. Okay. Take the tennis ball to the side. We won't need it anymore. I want you now to lie down on your back. Bring your knees up to your chest. Rock a bit from side to side. And then keep your right knee against your chest and stretch your left leg out onto the floor. Flex both feet and pull the right knee towards you. Just notice how that feels. Then we'll grab behind the leg and stretch the leg to the sky, flexing the foot, and hold here. Pull the leg towards you. You're getting a stretch down the back of the leg, down into the calf. Releasing that, rebend the knee. And let's let the leg go out to the right. Place your left hand on the front of your left hip. So you keep the hips level. The ideal is to make sure that the left glute touches the ground. Hold it here. Then lifting the knee, let the knee fall over to your left. Keep the shoulders down, and we're stretching the outside of the right hip, getting a little twist into the back. Go gently, not too far. Roll back onto your back. Keep the right knee up against the chest and just raise the left knee now and rock again from side to side. Good. Now we'll stretch the right leg out onto the mat, flexing the right foot, flex your left foot as well, and straighten the leg. Feel the stretch down the back of the thigh. Hold it here for a moment. Then rebend the knee. Let the knee fall out to the left, getting that inner thigh stretch. Place your right hand onto your right hip. Make sure you keep your right glute touching the floor. You can still take deep breaths. That's it. Lift the knee up and we change sides. Let the knee go over to the right. Keep your shoulders down. Little spinal twist and a stretch of the outside of the left hip. Then back again, lift both knees up once again, rocking again from side to side. Stretch your right arm to your right ear, roll to your right hand side, and lift up from the side. Swing around so you come up onto your hands and knees. Hands under the shoulders and knees are underneath the hips. Let's take a deep breath in, curling the spine, look skyward. And breathe out, we'll round, look to the belly button. Breathing in, let's curl. Breathing out, rounding. One more time, breathing in, let's curl. And breathing out, let's round. Come back to a flat back. Stretch your right leg behind you and gently press back so you push the heel back as far as possible. It's like if you want to push the heel onto the floor and then move forward, releasing it. Breathing out, move back and then forward. One more time, breathe out, move back and forward. Raise the right leg, bend the knee, and see if you can bring your left arm behind you, grabbing the foot, bring it in, get a little stretch of the quadricep. Releasing this, hands to the floor. Let's come back to cat and cow. Deep breath in, curl your spine, and breathe out and round, look to the belly button. Breathing in, curling. Breathing out, rounding. One more time. Let's breathe in and curl. And breathe out and round. Coming back to a flat back. Stretch your left leg behind you. Press back, pushing the heel back as far as possible. And then come forward. Go slowly with this. This isn't quick bouncing. This is more deep stretch and release. One more time. Deep stretch into the calf and release. Lift the leg, bend the knee, reach around with your right hand. See if you can grab the foot or the ankle. If not, you're just lifting the leg, having the knee bent, also stretches the quadricep. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Releasing. Walk your knees back about 20 centimeters, tucking your toes under. Taking downward facing dog pose. Pedaling the feet right and left. Getting into the legs, getting into the hips. Let yourself open up a little bit. Stretch your legs straight. Here we go. Coming into a plank position. Legs strong, belly in, chin lifted. Push back to down dog. And again, breathe in, moving into plank position. Breathing out to down dog. One more time into plank position. Softly lower your knees. Lower the chest down to the earth. Point your toes. Rise up to a little cobra. Bring your chest back down. Push up onto the hands and knees. Hands off the right-hand side of the mat. Press the hips back. Get a good stretch down the left-hand side of the body. Coming back up. Hands off the left-hand side of the mat, hips back. Coming back up, hands onto your mat. Now raise your right arm as high as possible and weave the right arm underneath the chest. Threading the needle. Hold it here in a good stretch. 3, 2, 1. Rise back up. Left hand comes up and over. Thread the needle. Holding here. 3, 2, 1. Coming back up. Hands far out in front. Tuck your toes. Rise to downward facing dog. Good. Begin stepping your feet forward. Slowly getting to the front edge of your mat. Feet should be hip width. Toes open and pointing forwards. Soften at your knees. Grab your elbows and begin swaying from side to side. Come back to center. Lower the arms down. Roll your right and left shoulders. Turn your head from right to left, little no. Then up and down for a little yes. Bend your knees, hands to thighs. We're going to roll up to standing. Roll up slowly, pulling the belly in, round your spine, tuck your chin in until you come all the way up to a perfect standing position. Here, legs are strong, hips are back a bit, ribs lifted, shoulders open, and stretch your arms by your sides. The fingers can be slightly open, okay? We need to have the arms stretched to get the triceps activated. Lift your chin, and let's bring our hands to the heart center. Getting ready to move. Let's go. Deep breath in. Folding, elbows come to knees. Now really get into that squat position. Hips back. Get it right. Hands come to the floor. Step back to your plank. From your plank, let's lower the knees. If you wish, you can do a push-up. Chest comes to the floor and comes back up. You don't have to if you don't want to. You could also just move straight down, point your toes, lengthen, and rise to a cobra. And everyone push back to downward facing dog. Holding here, let's breathe. Set your gaze at one point. 3, 2, 1. Raise your right leg up and bend it at the knee, and let's press. 3, 2, 1. Swing the right leg only forward, only the right leg. Bring your right hand to the right thigh. Twist to your right. You could also stretch the arm up. Hold it. 3. Good. 2, 1. Hands come down. Step all the way forward. Feet are hip width. Bend at your knees. Hands to thighs to help the back up. Raise your arms by your ears. And we're going to bounce here. 3. Deeper squat. 2. Yes, that's it. 1. Up to standing. Arms stretched by your sides. Same thing other side. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Fold it. Elbows come to knees. Get right down into that squat. Hands come down and step back to your plank. You could move down or you could do a push-up. All the way down. Point your toes, lengthen out, rise to cobra. Pushing back to down dog. Hold, set your gaze at one point. 3, 2, 1. Left leg up, press it. 3, 2, 1. Swing it forward. Go as far as possible and twist to your left. Hand on the thigh or arm to the sky. 3, 2, 1. Hand comes down, step it forward. Bend your knees, hands to thighs, come up into the chair, and we bounce. 3, 2, 1. All the way up to standing, arms stretched straight. Hands to heart center. Let's keep going. Breath in. Folding. Stepping back to plank. 1 push-up if you wish. All the way down. Cobra. Down dog. And hold here. Set your gaze. Right leg up. Press it to the sky. 3. Breathing. Kick it forward. Spin to your right. Holding 3. Good. Hands come down. Step all the way forward. Bend your knees, hands to thighs into chair. Bounce it here. 3. Excellent. Up to standing. Woo. Hands to heart center. Going again. Deep breath in. Folding. Stepping back to your plank. 1 push-up. All the way down. Cobra. Down dog. Set your gaze holding it here. Left foot up. Press it 3 times. Kick it forward. Spin to your left. Hold it here. 3. Stepping all the way forward. Feet at hip width. Lifting up. Bounce in your chair. Up to standing. 2 more rounds, ladies. Hands to heart center. Going again. Deep breath in. Rise. Yes, good. Folding. Excellent. 1 push-up. Stepping. Yes, good. Cobra. Down dog and hold. Hold. Breathing. Very nice. Stay with it. Right leg goes up. Pressing. 3, 2, 1. Good. All the way forward. Hold and spin. Holding for 3. Yes. Looking great, everybody. Woo. Stepping all the way forward. Get yourself into the chair. And bounce here. 3. Well done. All the way up to standing. Last round. Let's go for the other side. Good. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in and rise. Perfect. Folding forward. Wonderful, everyone. Step back to plank. Excellent. 1 push-up. All the way down. Good. Rising to cobra. Pushing back to down dog. You guys are looking great. Looks excellent, everyone. Good. Left leg goes up and you press for 3. Then you swing it forward and you spin and you hold for 3. Then you step all the way forward. That's it. Coming up into chair and you bounce. 3. All the way up to standing and release. Hands to your hips, everyone. Step your right leg back. So it shouldn't be too all the way back. It's about 3/4 or 2/3 the way back on the mat. Lift your back heel. Lift your chest at the same time. Now I want you to bring your right arm on top of the left in a position like this where you grab your elbows, right on the left. And I want you to think that your hips are squared out just like your elbows and your arms. Sink your knee down as far as possible and lift back up. 5, 4, good. 3, keep your legs strong. Keep your belly in, chest lifted. 2, now stay down at the last one. 1, twist to your left. Twist, twist, twist the upper body. Working the core, very functional movement. Turn the shoulders, turn the head. 3, 2, 1. Release, bring your hands to your heart center and lift your right knee up in front of you if you can without touching the floor. Hold it here, sinking down. 3, 2, 1. Cross the right leg over the left and squeeze the legs together as much as possible. Hands come up, elbows in front of the face and push them up to the sky. Holding 3, 2, 1. Uncross, unwind, and release. Ah, good one. Good. Hands to hips. Step your left leg back. 2/3 of the way back to the back of the mat. Back heel is lifted. This time, left arm on top of the right. You grab your elbows. Lift your chest. Here we go. Left knee goes down. 5 times. Back up. Good. 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, hold it down. 1. Turn to your right. Good. Working the core. Turn your shoulders. Turn your head. Belly in. Chest lifted. Yes. Stay there. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Yeah. Unwind. Hands to heart center. Raise your left knee up. See if you can do it without touching the floor. Sinking into that half squat, little half squat. Setting your gaze. Now cross your left leg over the right. Elbows come together in front of the face and lift the arms. Set your gaze beyond your arms. Holding 3, 2, it should be a challenge. 1, come all the way up to standing and release. Okay, I'm gonna take a little step back to have space in front of me. Hands to your hips. Raise your right knee. Grab a hold of the knee with your right hand. Flex your right foot. Your left knee is soft. Lift your eyes. Now, you could stay here or clasp both hands underneath your right thigh and straighten your leg out and hold. Hold and set your gaze. 3, 2, stay strong. 1, rebend the knee. Grab a hold with the right hand. Bring the right knee out to your right as far as possible. Now you could stay here, or if you want, you grab the big toe and you straighten the leg. Holding here. 3, 2, 1. Rebend, bring it back, and set it back down on the floor. Good job. Other side. Lifting it, set your gaze. Lift the knee up in front of you. Grab a hold with your left hand to start. Just to hold and get yourself in the right position. Right knee is soft. Okay, both hands under the thigh. Straighten the left leg and hold it here. Set your gaze. 3, 2, 1. Rebend. Grab a hold of the left knee with the left hand and bring the left knee out to the side. Setting your gaze at one point. Stay calm. You could stay here and breathe, or grab your big toe and stretch the leg out to the side and hold. 3, 2, 1. Rebend. Bring it back and bring it down. Good. Shake out a little bit to release. Okay. Lift your right knee up. Point the toe. Stretch your arms down by your sides and send the right leg back behind you into an airplane type position. Setting your gaze, lift the leg as high as possible. Stay strong. Straighten your back leg. The standing knee needs to be slightly bent. 3, 2, 1. Coming back up to standing. Hands to your hips. Left knee comes up. Point the toes. Stretch your arms now by your sides. Send the leg behind you. Pointing the toes, pull the chest forward, lift the leg. Set your gaze. Straighten out your back leg. Push it back behind you. Keep breathing deeply. Focus on one point. And up to standing. Hands to your hips. We're going to do one last strengthening exercise. Hands to your heart center. Raise your right knee. Fold forward and set your hands on the ground or on a block or a pillow if you have one. If you've got a chair nearby, it's better with a chair. You could do that, or a couch. Push the right leg up as high as possible And then crossing the right leg behind the left, get into a squat-like position. Squeeze your legs together. Then back up. Here we go. 5 times. Cross and squeeze. 4. Cross and squeeze. 3. Crossing, squeezing. 2. Hang on to it. 1 more. 1. Cross and squeeze. Uncross, set the feet down. Hands to thighs. Lift your chin. Lift your chest. Push against the thighs. Come all the way up to standing. Shake out if you need to. Good. Hands to heart center. Lift your left knee up. Get ready. Fold forward and raise the left leg up behind you. Hands come to the floor. Here we go. Pressing the leg up high. Cross it behind the right and squeeze your thighs together. 5. Back up. 4. Get down low. Back up. 3. Stay strong. 2. Here's the last one. Woo. 1. Uncross. Bend your knees, hands to thighs. Coming up slowly to standing. Shaking out your legs. Good. Bend your right knee, bring it out to the side. Ankle, a little bit higher than your kneecap or your inner thigh. Raise your arms up in a V, tree pose. Calm the nervous system. Breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Hands to hips, good job. Lower the leg. Well done, everyone. Other side. Left knee bends, out to the side. Ankle, a little bit higher than the kneecap or the inner thigh. Raise your arms, V position. Lift the eyes, focusing on one point. Deep breaths. Hands to hips, good job. Bring the leg back down, well done. Come back to the front edge of your mat. Hands to heart center. Let's take a deep breath in and rise. Folding elbows to knees. Stepping back to your plank position. And hold your plank, everyone. Lift your chin, pull your belly in. We're holding. Stay calm, set your gaze at one point. Keep your head lifted. Keep your shoulders wide. Keep the belly flattening. Breath is shallow into the chest because the belly is flattening. 3. Good. 2. 1. Softly lower the knees. Lower yourself to the earth. Hands under the forehead, moving the hips from side to side. Well done. Good. Stretch your legs as straight as possible. Tighten up the legs, pointing the toes. Squeeze the glutes. Bring your elbows out to the sides. Raise your legs, head and chest. Raise your arms along with it. Here you're working a little bit the backs of the legs and the glutes. 5, as well as the back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on back down. To release, everyone bend your knees and let your legs go from side to side. This gives a little massage of the quadriceps. Actually really releases around the knees and the hips. Very good releasing position. Good. Keeping your knees bent, lift your head, reach around. You could grab your ankles or the tops of your feet, or you could grab a hold of your heels. Push the heels into the hands, lifting up. Squeeze the glutes. Open up the chest. We hold 3, 2, and 1. Come on back down. Hands under the shoulders. Push up onto the hands and knees. Bring your knees forward. Walk your hands off the right-hand side of the mat. Press the hips backward. Quick stretch. Coming back. Other side. Quick stretch. Well done. Now you could either come up onto your knees kneeling, or you could sit down onto your heels. Up to you. Right arm comes up behind the head. Left arm around. Reach for the right hand. If you can grab them, that's great. If not, you just reach for them. You make it active. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Open your eyes, releasing. Fingertips on the floor, roll your shoulders. And we'll change sides. Left arm up behind the head. Right arm behind, reaching. Once you're there, close your eyes. Opening the eyes, releasing. Fingertips on the floor, rolling your shoulders. Good. Swing your legs around. And let's work our bridge poses, working in through the legs as well. So come on down onto your back, and we'll start with the hamstring. So walk your heels away. Toes are pointing up to the sky. Arms can be down by your sides. Lift your hips up. Feel that you've got that contraction down the backs of the legs. Pull your heels towards your hips to make it even stronger. And we hold 5, 4. You don't have to get up very high. 3, 2, and 1. Come on back down. Lift your knees up. Open the knees and rock from side to side. Good job. Bringing your feet flat on the floor, hip width, arms down again, lift your hips halfway, and we'll work the perineum. Squeeze the knees together, pull the perineum up towards the belly button. Open your knees, so we breathe with it. Breathe out as you squeeze in and up. Breathe in as you open the knees. Breathing out, squeeze in and up. Breathing in, open. 5 more. Here's the last one. Lower the hips, soles of the feet together, knees wide, and relax here. So with that last exercise, not only did we work the inner thighs, the quadriceps, a little bit the outer thighs, we also worked the perineum and the core muscles in the belly. Okay, so it's all very nice, well-rounded exercise. We'll do frog bridge now. The legs stay in this diamond position. Press the soles of your feet together as you lift your hips up. And press upwards. 5, squeezing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips. Bring the knees up. Separate your feet hip width. Set your right heel on your left knee. Lift your hips up again. And we press here. 10, 9, 8. Squeeze tight the left glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch the right leg to the sky. Press up again. 10, 9, 8. Hang on. 7, 6. It's also working the quadriceps and a bit the hamstrings. 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot down. Left heel on the right knee. Let's go. Pressing up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hang on. 2, 1. Left leg to the sky. Point the toes. Let's press up. 10. Squeeze tight. 9, 8, 7. Keep breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet come down, hips come down. Reset the soles of the feet together, knees wide, just to reset the back. Relax the hips, relax the legs. Lifting the knees back up, set your feet hip width apart. This time, elbows into the floor. Lift your chest up as high as possible to the sky by squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then raise your hips nice and high, squeezing the glutes. And we breathe here. For those of you who like to do full bridge, you could set your hands now, come to the crown of your head, rise to a short full bridge. Stay for 3 breaths. If you're in full bridge, come back down to half bridge. Everyone from half bridge, raise your arms over your head and lower the back 1 vertebra at a time. And once the back is all the way down on the floor, separate your feet hip width. Let's let our knees fall to the right. Then raise one knee at a time and let your knees fall to the left. Keep your arms over your head so you get a deep stretch. Raising one knee at a time. Good. Okay, walk your feet in. Bring your right knee up to your chest. Stretching your left leg onto the floor. Make a big circle with your right foot to release any tension in the ankle. Change the direction. We're going to get into some of the deep stretches for the legs. Now, going into these deep stretches, I want you to be aware of your alignment. So lifting your head, take a look at your left leg. Your left leg should extend from the left hip straight down. Flex the left foot so it looks like you're standing on a wall, okay? Flex your right foot and stretch the leg to the sky. So if we were to lower the right leg, the feet would be hip distance actually because they extend from the hips. Now, from this position, using your left hand, I want you to rub up and down the back of the right thigh with your left hand. Heat it up, and then I want you to either slap it with the open hand or punch it with the fist, up and down, from knee to hip. And again, rubbing up and down, warm it up, slap it or punch it. That's it. One more time, rubbing up and down, knee to hip. Slapping or punching. Good. Keeping the foot flexed as much as possible. Hold the leg towards you as far as possible. After having worked the muscles a bit and warming them up even more, maybe you can go farther. Taking some deep, slow breaths here. Just stay with it. Good. Rebend the knee. Woo. Excellent. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Grab around both legs and pull the knees towards the shoulders. So the right knee goes towards the right shoulder. The left knee goes towards the left shoulder. And you should feel it on the outer hip, as well as maybe a little bit the outer thigh, this stretch. As we stretch, take deep breaths just to return to calm. Bring your left foot to the floor, keeping the legs crossed, right over left. And let your knees fall to your left. Open your right arm to the side, look towards your right hand for a nice spinal twist. Just sink into the position. Roll onto your left-hand side, left arm under the head, grab hold of your right ankle and push the right knee behind you to stretch the quadricep. Bring the right knee towards the right shoulder as you roll onto your back. Perfect. Lift both knees up now. Flex your feet and make a 90-degree angle with the knees, and open the knees as wide as possible. Hold on either to the inner thighs or the outer thighs. Take deep breaths. Bring the knees back towards each other. Good. Left knee to the chest. Stretch your right leg onto the floor. Lift your head. Check the alignment. Right leg straight from the hip. Left leg also straight from the hip. Make a big circle with the foot. Releasing any tension in the left ankle, left foot. Other direction. And then flexing the foot, let's straighten the leg to the sky. Take your right hand, rub behind from knee to hip, up and down, nice and strong. Then either you slap or you punch. And again, rubbing up and down, slapping or punching. One more time. Good. It's also helps to get circulation into the back of the leg and keep the skin there. All right, flexing the leg, flex the foot, hold the leg towards you as far as possible. Keep a little curve in your low back. That's important. Always keep a little curve in the low back. All right, rebend the left knee, crossing the left ankle over the right side, grab around, pull those knees towards the shoulders. Let's go. If possible, still keeping a little curve in your low back. Good. Right foot comes to the floor, legs are crossed. Bring your knees to the right, turn your head to the left. Look over your left shoulder towards your left hand. Rolling onto your right hand side, right arm underneath the head. Grab a hold of your left ankle and push the knee behind you, hip forward. Good. Rolling gently back onto your back. From here, knees at 90 degrees again. Open them up And this time, stretch your legs straight or as straight as possible. Feet flexed, please. Get your good stretch down the inner thighs. Hold on to your legs, inner thighs or outer thighs, whichever is more convenient for you. Holding and breathing. Rebend your knees. Bring the knees together. Help your knees come together. Squeeze your knees to your chest. Lift your head, nose between the knees. Lower the head. Now stretch both legs to the sky. Hold them there, either with your hands behind your thighs, or you can grab a hold of your pant leg and hold them. Let the legs drain a little bit. Taking a few deep breaths here. Bending the knees. One leg at a time, stretch the legs onto your mat. Separate your feet hip widths. Shake out the legs a little bit. Move your hips a little bit. And let's turn the palms skyward. Turn your head from side to side. Find a good position for your body to relax in. And begin slowing down your breath. See if you can get yourself to breathe in slowly and out slowly. Relax your feet and your legs. Relaxing the hands and the arms. Relax from your hips all the way up to the shoulders and the chest. Completely relaxing and letting go. Relax your back. Relax the shoulders. The neck and the jaw. All of the muscles in the face, just relax them, let them go. I'd like to do a little visualization exercise, which I call taking out the trash. So reflect over your morning. And if there are any thoughts or any comments that you received from the outside, or maybe even looks or something that just didn't serve you, that didn't feel right or didn't feel good. We can't avoid these things. They will always happen in life. It happened in the past, and they will happen again in the future. However, we can consider them as garbage, but we don't want to keep. We don't want to hold on to it. So imagine taking those things from this morning and throwing them into a spiritual trash can that you have next to you. Anything now that happened yesterday or over the weekend, you might be holding on to. And it's time to throw it away. Put it into that spiritual trash can. Anything last week, anything last month, anything that even might have happened this year. Take it all, take out the trash, put it in that spiritual trash can. And now let's imagine taking that trash can, taking it outside, putting it either into the dumpster and having the garbage men and women taking it away, putting it at the sidewalk, letting garbage truck come and take it away. Wipe your hands clean. You can sort of brush your hands against each other, wiping them clean. Imagine yourself shaking your hands out, getting rid of all the trash. Yeah, good. And begin moving your fingers and toes now. Move your arms and your legs. Feel yourself free now. And raise your arms over your head. Stretch from fingers to toes. And bring the knees up to the chest. Squeeze them against the chest. Rocking a bit from side to side. Let's stretch our right arm to the right ear. Roll all the way to the right hand side. Lifting up from the side and come to a seated position. Nice, everyone. Good. Let's rub our hands together. Bring your hands over your face. Softly tap around the eyes. Shake out. One more time. Welcome back. Shake out. Hands to your heart center. Everyone have a lovely afternoon. Very nice week. Thanks for joining. Namaste. Good job.